to take a moment to welcome everyone to the Watch This Shit podcast. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. My name is Seneca, the movie professor. With this podcast, we're going to give you the definitive decision on whether you should go see a new movie or not. It's real easy. If we say, watch this shit, go out and enjoy some good cinema. If we say, don't watch this shit, avoid it as you would peeping in the window of that crush you haven't spoken to yet. Or don't. You can do what you want. It may be fun, or you may find your creepy ass in jail by 3 p.m. You want to listen to us, you put your life in your own hands. M. Night Shyamalan performed a feat very few have been able to accomplish. He created his very best movie first, then slowly tumbled downhill in quality on each subsequent movie that he directed. That's partial hyperbole, as Split is pretty good. For the most part, it's true though. He has never lived up to the magic and creativity that he captured in The Sixth Sense. We have seen him try and try again to no avail. I'm surprised he keeps getting chances. After that bullshit he pulled with Avatar The Last Airbender, no one should have let him anywhere near a movie set. He should have been dragged off that movie set and beat to within an inch of his life, allowed to heal and recover, and then beat again to death. The reason I bring him up is that he has been in the game long enough to have sired a Nepo baby, and now she is the driving force behind the film that we are reviewing today. We will now take a look at The Watcher, not the one from Marvel's What If. Wouldn't that be crazy? Okay, the story. A young lady with some hidden issues takes a job to deliver a package deep in the woods. Once there, her car breaks down and she gets lost, eventually finding herself living in a glass room with 3 other roommates. They are unable to leave the room at night under fear that whatever is watching them will surely kill them. In the day, they are unable to leave the cabin. They're able to leave the cabin within a certain radius, as if they don't get back to the room by night, whatever's out there will kill them. These mysterious creatures that have been watching them from the woods. Will they figure out the mystery of why they are in this cabin in the woods? Will they be free of this dumbass scenario? Let's get into it. M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is the person behind whatever the fuck they say this is. If her father made his best movie first, I hope she learned from his mistake and made her worst movie first. It's just hard when you set a standard and then you can't live up to it again. It's like taking a person on an amazing date, giving them everything that they want. Then the next date, you take their ass to Burger King. First off, nobody wants that shit. Second off, there won't be a third date. She previously directed a few episodes of an Apple TV series, and now she has her big screen debut here. I say Nepo because if it wasn't for Shyamalan the father, we wouldn't know this motherfucker at all. I mean, there's a chance, but it's very low that without the power of nepotism, she wouldn't be a director. She's listed as writer and director here. So everything that's wrong with the plot, pacing, acting, everything is on her. And there are a lot of things wrong. I would dare say everything is wrong. I was hard pressed to find anything that I liked here. Anything at all. And I looked. I was watching the movie. When I watch a bad film, I usually have something to say that, this was okay. I like this part of the movie, but not this time. Let's start with the story. For some reason, Hollywood has this thing where they want people to be afraid of fairies, whether it be the fae, the first people, the children, tooth fairies, teeth fairies, tooths fairies. I know that's wrong, but whatever, you get the point. All of these have been used as antagonists in film or television. They have been pushing this agenda that, and I want to blame one of my favorite directors, it's his fault, Guillermo del Toro, for spearheading this shit. For whatever reason, he is afraid of fairies, and he has used them in a few of his films as creepy monsters. Come on, people. These motherfuckers that we use to comfort kids when they lose their baby teeth are dangerous and to be feared? Get the fuck out of here. Yes, I gave away the group that are the ones that are watching the principal cast. It's just as dumb as it sounds. So I'm not really concerned about spoiling it. The villain's plan is to lure humans into the woods, capture them in this glass room at night, allow them to act out their lives or be as normal as they can during the hours that they are out, The fairies can then study them, all in an attempt to transform into these people and blend into society as if they were just regular people. Yeah, I don't like it. The plan makes no reasonable sense. Even if they can turn into these humans and learn how to portray them accurately, they still aren't able to leave their holes at night, in the day, or cross water for some reason. There was a moment, it seemed they were going to do a play on the whole breaking the fourth wall thing, as in we, the audience, we were going to be the people that were watching the people that were watching the movie. What? That would have been, dude, that would have blown my mind. But they refused to do anything even close to as clever as what I was hoping for them to do. That would have been okay. Like, you don't have to take my idea, right? I didn't work on this film. But what they did was take the stupidest option they thought for the plot. Now that is inexcusable. Ellie Fanning is the protagonist, and from the offset, no one will give a damn about her character. She's the type of character that dresses up to go out at night pretending to be someone she isn't just to get laid. Bitch, you don't have to do all that. The caliber of guy you're fucking with will surely do it, whether you are yourself, pretend to be someone else, or don't tell them any information at all. It's not that damn hard. She puts on a wig and disguises like she's about to commit a damn heist. By the time she gets lost in the woods and trapped by these damn wood fae, I was ready for her to just die. Childhood trauma is what drove her to live far from where her remaining family is. She is an American living across the pond. She dodges calls from her twin sister and does her best to be unlikable. Then, of course, she has disagreements with the other captives. They give her rules that must be followed in order to stay alive. Falling into these scenarios would probably be disheartening for a normal person. But one thing you shouldn't do is immediately begin to do the opposite of what the people that have been living in the situation that you now find yourself in have told you to do. Can you just watch for a bit and see if there's any credence to what these people are saying? Instead, she immediately begins making life harder for the other three people that are trapped in there with her. Flashbacks occur during the movie that give insight to the reason she's such a shitty person. During these scenes, we are treated to the worst three actors I've seen this year so far. Two young actors play her and her sister as kids. I can kind of understand they're child actors after all. I talk about it all the time. I won't go into it here. They most likely haven't been in any other works, don't appear super talented at the job, and the one thing that could have saved them, good direction, was non existent. Then we get the lady that plays their mother, Siobhan Hewlett. Yeah, I don't know this motherfucker either. She has been in some small parts, but has been working in the industry or industry adjacent since 2003. That's 20 years. Well, she's the worst actor I've seen in my life. Part of it was the bad dub that was used for her lines. Not sure why they went with this. Yes, I am, because the director is trash. That made her short time in the film damn near unwatchable. They didn't have to do that lady like that. Just a shame all around. I'm I'm done. Final verdict. Don't watch this shit. This reminded me of the worst M. Night Shyamalan. I'm certain his daughter wanted to live up to his legacy. Don't worry, baby girl. The majority of his films are bad, and yours falls right in line with those. I will say people that like The Village or Lady in the Water just might get some enjoyment out of this. Anybody that likes decent films will immediately see this bullshit for what it is. Absolute trash. I left a couple mysteries hidden for those that are brave enough to see for themselves. Just know you've been warned. Her father made Avatar The Last Airbender suck. You know how bad you gotta be to make the one of the greatest cartoons of our time. Anyway, I'll never forgive him for that. And she's lucky I gave her a chance after his actions. Thank you for listening to another episode of Watch This Shit. You come here for the realest take on new movies. So make sure you follow us so you're not left in the dark on whether you should go check out a new movie or not. If you haven't seen this shit yet, go on about your life. Don't even worry about it. Matter of fact, you're doing good. Damn, you're doing good. Check us out next time when we review Deadpool and Wolverine. And we got a special treat. Sam is taking the lead on it. And good day to you.